and I am a 9th grader at IHS. These Majlis are commemorating Imam Hussain, who was killed 3 days thirsty out of the hate of his father Imam Ali alayhi salam. These Majlises we are participating in were started by Bibi Zainab alayhi salam, who saw all the masab happen to her brother and his companions but wasn't allowed to mourn until Arba'in, 40 days after Imam Husain's death. These Majlises have been going on for more than 1400 years. Now we IHS represent the youth of the Shia community. We will proudly host the student-led Majalis Azza, first with Brother Ali Abbas Kazmi from 9th grade of IHS. He will recite Hadith Kisa. Please welcome him with a loud salawat.
فأقبل الحسن نحو الكساء صلوات. وقال السلام عليك يا جده يا رسول الله أتأذن لي أن أدخل معك تحت الكساء صلوات. فقال وعليك السلام يا والدي ويا صاحب حوضي قد آذنت لك. فدخل معه تحت الكساء صلوات. فما كانت إلا ساعة وإذا بوالدي الحسين قد أقبل وقال السلام عليك يا أمه. فقلت وعليك السلام يا والدي ويا قرة عيني وثمرة فؤادي. فقال لي أمه إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبات كأنها رائحة جدي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله. فقلت نعم إن جدك وأخاك تحت الكساء صلوات. فدان الحسين نحو الكساء صلوات. وقال السلام عليك يا جده السلام عليك يا من اختاره الله أتأذن لي أن أكون معكما تحت الكساء صلوات. فقال وعليك السلام يا والدي ويا شافئ أمتي قد آذنت لك فدخل معهما تحت الكساء صلوات. فأقبل عند ذلك أبو الحسن علي بن أبي طالب وقال السلام عليك يا بنت رسول الله. فقلت وعليك السلام عليك يا عم اختاره الله أتأذن لي أن أكون معكما تحت الكساء صلوات. فقال وعليك السلام يا والدي ويا شافئ أمتي قد آذنت لك فدخل معهما تحت الكساء صلوات. فأقبل عند ذلك أبو الحسن علي بن أبي طالب وقال السلام عليك يا بنت رسول الله. فقلت وعليك السلام يا أبا الحسن ويا أمير المؤمنين. فقال يا فاطمة إني أشم عندك رائحة طيبات كأنها رائحة أخي وابن أمي رسول الله. فقلت نعم ها هو مع ولديك تحت الكساء صلوات. فأقبل علي نحو الكساء صلوات. وقال السلام عليك يا رسول الله أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء صلوات. قال له وعليك السلام يا أخي ويا وسيي ولخيفتي وصاحب لوائي قد آذنت لك فدخل علي تحت الكساء صلوات. ثم آتيت نحو الكساء صلوات. وقلت السلام عليك يا أباته يا رسول الله أتأذن لي أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء صلوات. قال وعليك السلام يا بنتي ويا بضعتي قد آذنت لك فدخلت تحت الكساء صلوات. فلما اكتملنا جميعا تحت الكساء صلوات. أخذ أبي رسول الله بطرف الكساء صلوات. وأومأ بيده اليمنى إلى السماء وقال اللهم إن هؤلاء أهل بيتي وخستي وحمتي لحمهم لحمي ودامهم دامي يؤلموني ما يؤلموهم ويحزنوني ما يحزنوهم. أنا حرب لمن حاربهم وسلم لمن سالمهم وعدو لمن عاداهم ومحب لمن أحبهم. إنهم مني وأنا منهم فاجعل صلواتك وبركاتك ورحمتك وغفرانك ورضوانك علي وعليهم وأذهب عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. صلوات. فقال الله عز وجل يا ملائكتي ويسكن سماواتي إني ما خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسير إلا في محبة هؤلاء الخمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء. صلوات. فقال الآمن جبرائيل يا ربي ومن تحت الكساء. صلوات. فقال عز وجل هم أهل بيت النبوة ومعدن الرسالة هم فاطمة وأبوها وبعلها وبنوها. فقال جبرائيل يا ربي أتأذن لي أن أهبط إلى الأرض لأكون معهم سادسا. فقال الله نعم قد آذنت لك. فهبط الآمن جبرائيل وقال السلام عليك يا رسول الله العلي الأعلى يقرئك السلام ويخصك بالتحية والإكرام ويقول لك وعزتي وجلالي إني ما خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا لأجلكم ومحبتكم وقد آذن لي أن أدخل معكم. فهل تأذن لي يا رسول الله؟ فقال رسول الله وعليك السلام يا آمن وحي الله إنه نعم قد آذنت لك. فدخل جبرائيل معنا تحت الكساء. صلوات. فقال لأبي إن الله قد أوحى إليكم يا كلوا إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. صلوات. فقال علي لأبي رسول الله أخبرني ما لجلوسنا هذا تحت الكساء. صلوات. من الفضل عند الله. فقال النبي والذي بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني بالرسالة ناجيا ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعاتنا ومحبين إلا ونزلت عليهم الرحمة وحفت بهم الملائكة واستغفرت لهم إلى أن يتفرقوا. فقال علي إذا والله فزنا وفز شيعاتنا ورب الكعبة. فقال النبي ثانيا يا علي والذين بعثني بالحق نبيا واصطفاني بالرسالة ناجيا ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيعاتنا ومحبين وفيهم مهموم إلا وفرج الله همه ولا مغموم إلا وكشف الله غمه ولا طالب حاجة إلا وكذا الله حاجاته فقال علي إذا والله فزنا وسئدنا وكذلك شيئاتنا فازوا وسئدوا في الدنيا والآخرة ورب الكعبة صلوات.
I respectfully ask the men in the back to come up in the front and join the boys with a loud salawat. Now we will start the speeches and poetry section of the student-led Majlis. Before I invite Brother Ali Asghar Abbas from kindergarten, I would like to recite a poem. खामोश है तो दीन की पहचान अली है, गर बोले तो लगता है कुरान अली है, इस बाग नबूवत की कली फातिमा ज़हरा, हुस्नैन है तो फूल हसनैन दो फूल तो गुलाब अली हैं, हर एक अजीदी से कहो हाशमी खुलकर, इस्लाम अली है मेरा ईमान अली है. Please welcome Brother Ali Asghar Abbas from kindergarten with a loud salawat.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ali Asghar Abbas and I am 4 years old. I go to preschool. When I go to my school, we sometimes read stories and our teachers tell us lessons from the stories. We read about different stories to learn about different things. But my Mimi told me about one story that we can read every day and learn a new lesson each time we read it. That amazing story is the story of Karbala. You can learn something from everyone. You would look at Bibi Zainab, Imam Hussain, Hazrat Qasim, Hazrat Ali Akbar, Maulana Abbas, or even young children like me, Bibi Sakina, Imam Bakr, or Hazrat Ali Asghar. The lesson that I will talk about today is patience. I think patience means to wait, but my Mimi said patience is more than that. It means to stay strong and continue on the right path without giving up. Karbala is the best example of patience. Imam Hussein's friends showed a lot of patience, and therefore him, no matter what, Imam Hussain saw the shahadat of his family and friends even after being thirsty for 3 days, still on keeping on thanking Allah. Bibi Zainab showed patience from Karbala to Kufa and then Kufa to Sham. Bibi Sakina showed patience even when Sajjad pulled her earrings. Imam Sajjad showed patience even when Zayd's body dug into his flesh. Even after so many years, Karbala teaches us so many lessons. I am sad that Muharram is almost over. I will miss Muharram and will wait patiently for it that come next year. Until then, we have to remember that every day is a surah and every land is Kerala. Harmanasaran, Yazdarna, the call is still in the air. Our hearts say, Labbaik Ya Hussein, Labbaik Ya Hussein, Labbaik Ya Hussein, Labbaik Ya Hussein.
Salawat. Now I request Fatma Maryam from the 2nd grade to please come up and recite her speech. Fatma Maryam, come up, please. Oh, sorry, Fatma Maryam, you're not. You're not reading. Go sit down. Now I request Sukaina Razvi from 4th grade to please come up and recite her speech with a loud salawat.
Salawat.
Give me 1 second, please. Okay, sorry. Ali Asghar alayhi salam was only 6 months old in Karbala. He was the son of Imam Hussain alayhi salam and Bibi Rabab salamullah alayha. On the day of Ashura, it was very hot and there was no water for the family of the Imam alayhi salam for 3 days. His mother could not feed him either, as there was no milk. When the Imam alayhi salam called out, "Is there anyone to help me?" there was loud crying from the ladies. The Imam alayhi salam came into the tent. Hazrat Zainab salamullah alayha said, "Oh my brother Hussein, since Asghar has heard your call, he has not stopped crying." The Imam alayhi salam said, "Bring him to me. I will take him and see if he can get some water." Rubab brought the baby Ali Asghar alayhi salam from his crib and kissed him goodbye. Imam Hussein alayhi salam took the baby in his arms and going to the army of Yazid said, "See how thirsty my Asghar is. His lips are dry and he can hardly open his eyes. He has done no harm to anyone. Give him some water." Hearing this, Umar said to Harmala, "Stop Hussein's words." Harmala aimed an arrow at the baby's neck. The arrow hit its neck and the baby was killed in the arms of his loving father. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the Imam alayhi salam, kissed the baby, then took a step forward and then went backwards. He did this again and again for 7 times, saying, "Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un."
MashaAllah. Now I request Sayyid Muhammad Haider from the 5th grade of IHS to please come up and recite his speech. Allah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنما يريد الله أنكم الرجس إلى البيت وطهيركم تطهيرا صلوات. Today I'll be talking about Imam Sajjad, the fourth Imam for those who don't know. He was born on the 4th of Shaban. His father's name was Imam Hussain. His mother's name was Hazrat Sharbanu, who died after the birth of Imam Sajjad. Sajjad means a person who does lots of namaz, or sajjad for that matter. Imam Sajjad contributed to Karbala with Imam Hussain, but when they reached Karbala, he became sick. So after the Imam Hussain was martyred, when the tents were going to be burnt, Bibi Zainab got him out of the tent before the tent turned into ashes. Then he was forced to walk from Karbala to Kufa, then Kufa to Sham. Imam Sajjad gave a sermon in Yazid's palace. Then he got put in a prison. It's not said how many years. Some people say it was for a month or some months or some years. But when he got back, Bibi Zainab and Bibi Kulsum did the first Majlis for Imam Hussain. Then one time when he was passing through a bazaar, he saw an animal being slaughtered. He asked the man, "Did you give this food and water before you slaughtered him?" The man said, "Yes." Then the Imam asked, did you slaughter him in front of any other animals? He said, "No." Then he looked at Karbala and began weeping for his father, Imam Hussain. Then many years passed. The Imam Sajjad was poisoned by the Walid ibn Abdul Malik. He did not like the Imam's actions, so he decided to poison him. The Imam became sick for a few days, and he died on the 25th of Muharram. He's buried next to his uncle Imam Hassan alayhi salam. Inna wallahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. Salawat.
MashaAllah. Now I request Farwa Zaidi of the 9th grade to please come up and recite her speech with a loud salawat.
Salawat. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today, I'm going to talk about the significance of Karbala and the revolution. The spirit and revolution of Karbala require from a pure heart, sincere soul, and a truth-seeking mind to understand its universal message and a global impact. We take it deep inside into this great revolution. We will see it as a unique and distinct from all historical events of the world. Throughout history, there has never been a leader who predicted his own death before even setting a foot in the march. But Imam Hussain quite willingly goes on treading the path to his sacrifice and every necessary step towards his sacrifice. In the sermon, in a sermon while proceeding towards Karbala, Imam Hussain says to his followers, "O people, the Prophet of Islam has said that if a person sees a tyrannical ruler transgressing against Allah and oppressing people, but does not say nothing with words or actions in this situation, then it will be just for God to place him wherever he belongs. Do you not see what low level affairs have come to? Do you not observe that the truth has been heard and falsehood has been no limits? And as for me, I look upon death as a means of attaining knowledge and martyrdom. I consider life among transgressors an agony and affliction." The assassination of Imam Hussain came as a shock and a severe setback to the whole Muslim Ummah. The way he was assassinated and the harsh treatment he went through with his family, it was unbelievable. Hence, the revolution of Imam had fulfilled the most urgent and pressing need of the time by unveiling Yazid's un-Islamical character, practices, policies to the general public that need time to unveil Yazid's and left no doubt in Muslims Ummah about the Umayyad dictatorship. Thus, the revolutionary Imam approved the Islamic policies concept of the Umayyad Rijmai, which were drilled into the Muslim Ummah that it's your implanted plan. Today, Imam Husain's revolution serves a living example of how we should combat the evils of autocracy, dictatorship, oppression, terrorism, and injustice in our countries. It provides a stimulant and to enliven the spirit of creative inner spark to attain peace, freedom, justice, and democracy. Imam Hussein has been an example of tolerance, not only for the Muslims, but also for every human being with whom injustice is being committed, no matter to which religion he or she belongs to, or which form the injustice is taking place. Nearly each and every remarkable revolution of the world got inspiration from the martyrdom of Imam Hussein. Although his sacrifice occurred in Karbala 1,400 years ago, it still remains a universal symbol of the struggle for peace, justice, and elimination of the wrongs and terrorism. It also tells us those Muslim terrorists who make false claim of being mujahideen, the fighters in the path of Allah, and commit barbaric acts of violence, calling themselves Muslims, are just terrorists, as these acts goes entirely against the true essence of Imam Hussein and his jihad. One of the most inspiring words of Imam Hussein is while addressing the enemies of Karbala: if you do not have a religion, at least be a free man in your life of this world, because a free man can differentiate between the good and evil more easily than a biased one. Now that this world has turned into a Yazid, I will return to the land of Karbala, where Zainab teaches me truth, and Abbas teaches me how to be loyal, and Sakina teaches me patience. I will live the art of sacrifice and die the quest of truth. I will return to the land of Karbala, where Hussein teaches me how never support injustice, and that teaches me victory. Salawat.
Now I request Sakina Rizvi of kindergarten of IHS. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Now I request Sakina Rizvi of the kindergarten to please come up and recite poetry. The loud salawat.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is about Muharram. किशोर की माथे इनका है रस्तम को जगह जगह फन का है शमशिया बकफ देख के सर को छुपी रस्ते समेटे हुए पैर को नहीं दे नहीं सिलवट
MashaAllah. Now I request Zahra Rizvi of first grade to please come up and recite her poetry. The loud salawat.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम कब्जे पे हाथ रख के बोला अली कलाल हमको यहाँ से हटाइए क्या मजाल हमला करे कोई पलट के आस्तीन को हम आसमान समेटे उलटते जमीन को नारा हैदरी
MashaAllah. Now I request Sayyida Fizza Kazmi of 4th grade of IHS to please come up and recite her poetry. The loud salawat.
The crescent of Muharram has arrived. Sajjad cries tears of blood. The grandson of Muhammad, the son of Ali and Fatima, on the day of Ashura killed in Karbala. The breeze of your abattoir casting gloom everywhere. In the grief of Hussein, mourn the heavens and the earth. Your companions lay victorious, millions yearn for attendance. On Muhammad stood my mother's promise. Grandsons of Ali and Jafar fought ferocious, showed how juveniles fight injustice. With teary eyes and wobbly footsteps, Hussein carried lifeless bodies, found Zainab kneeling in obedience. Who knows how Hussein lifted Qasim, placed cloak of purity on dust, gathered pieces lying on burning sand, the prince of Hashim trampled by horses, for whom death is sweeter than honey, lesson he taught to so many. Salutations upon the great father who pulled a spear from the liver of his beloved son Ali Akbar, fought in the battlefield like Hada, the caller of prayer on Ashura, the image of Muhammad Mustafa. Among the people of his time, you were of utmost purity, yet no one showed loyalty. Abbas, the flag bearer, guardian of Hussein's sanctuary, till the end of time, paradigm of fidelity. Follower after follower fought and fell. Hussein, the only warrior left, resonated the echo Khalminian Surna. Rabab Suckler threw himself from the cradle. Spear quenched Asghar's thirst, the only martyr Hussein buried. Those people killed you in thirst. God bear witness they are cursed. The day you were killed, the universe stood still. You left this world with pain. Euphrates cries when it rains. The mother of adversity, O Zainab. Only you can tell the tragedy that befell. Women and children chained, taken to court without a cloak. The noble had a top of a spear, served in a platter to a drunkard, yet Muslims weren't bothered. O Hussein, you fulfilled the duty of Imamat. O Zainab, the protector of Imamat. Hussein, as you were tested, no human was tried. There is none like your, O God, there is none like your Hussein.
Jazakallah. Now we will start the Salam and Mercia section of the student-led Majlis Azza. Before I invite Brother Ali Asghar Muhammad from 6th grade to recite his Salam and IHS alumni Sajjad Naqvi to recite his Mercia, I would like to read a poem in Urdu. अफजल है कुल जहां से घराना हुसैन का, नबियों का ताजदार है हुसैन नाना हुसैन का, एक पल की थी बस हुकूमत यजीद की, सदियां हुसैन की है हर ज़माना हुसैन का. Now I request Brother Ali Asghar Muhammad from 6th grade to recite his salam with a loud salawat.
Assalamu alaikum. Salawat bar Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
लो गई रिहाई लो काफिला चला सर जब हर एक शहीद का सजाद
سجاد کو ملا تب میں کدی سکینہ تب میں کدی سکینہ پہ سجاد نے کہا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا بابا تمہارا آیا بابا تمہارا آیا گیا وقت نیند کا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا سینے پہ سونے والی مٹی پہ سو گئی مٹی پہ سو گئی بابا کو روتے روتے جو خاموش ہو گئی خاموش ہو گئی رو رو کے مان قبر رو رو کے مان قبر سکینہ پہ یہ کہا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا بی بی کرو سلام ادب کام کام ہے ادب کام کام ہے بی بی تیری سرانے شہد شن کام ہے شہد شن کام ہے اے جان جلدی بدلو اے جان جلدی بدلو یہ کرتا پٹا ہوا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا بابا کو ڈھونڈتی تھی سکینہ اٹھو اٹھو سکینہ اٹھو اٹھو راتوں کو جاگتی تھی سکینہ اٹھو اٹھو سکینہ اٹھو اٹھو لو آ گئے ہے بابا لو آ گئے ہے بابا اے جان جاگ جا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا بابا تمہارا آیا بابا تمہارا آیا گیا وقت نیند کا جاگ سکینہ جاگ بابا کا سر آیا صلوات بر محمد آل محمد
MashaAllah. Now I request brothers Sajjad Naqvi, IHS Salam and I to come up and read his Mercia. Welcome him with a loud salawat.
جان لینا جب بھی کوثر کا سلام ایسا پڑھوں گا دل بھر آئے گا سلام ایسا پڑھوں گا دل بھر آئے گا پیم زمین کربلا کیا پوچھنا تیرے مقدر کا ہے تجھ آج تک محفوظ سرمایہ ہے تجھ میں آج تک محفوظ سرمایہ کمر غم کیوں نہ ہو دل غم سے ٹوٹے کیوں نہ سرور کا علم بردار آخر بھائی تابازو علم بردار آخر بھائی تابازو لبے دریا لمبردار بھی کام آ گیا خیر بس اب اللہ حافظ حضرت زینب بس اب اللہ حافظ حضرت زینب تیری غیرت کو آخر کیا ہوا کچھ تو نے سوچا بھی بھری محفل میں کیسا تذکرہ بھری محفل میں کیسا تذکرہ زینب کی چادر کا مجھے مطلوب ہوگا ہائے کس بے کس و مظلوم کا یہ ماتم ہے فاطمہ ہے رونے کو اس کا غم ہے ننگے سر ساتھ ہے ہورے بھی عجب عالم ہے رونے والوں سے ارشاد بھی تو پہ ہم رونے والوں سے ارشاد بھی تو پہ ہم ہے رونے والوں تمہیں رونے کا صلہ دینے کو فاطمہ ہم تم کو دعا دینے فاطمہ ہے تم سب کو دعا دینے کو اے آزادارو تمہیں خالق اکبر کی قسم کون مظلوم ہے وہ تم کو پیغمبر کی قسم نام لو اس کا زبان سے تمہیں حیدر کی قسم بے زباں ہنسلیوں والے علی اصغر کی قسم بے زباں ہنسلیوں والے علی اصغر کی قسم رو کے کہہ دو کہ کوئی بے کس و مغموم نہیں جز حسین ابن علی اور کوئی مظلوم جز حسین ابن علی اور کوئی مظلوم یہی مظلوم مدینے کا ہے رہنے والا ایک سے دانی نے فاقوں میں جسے تھا پالا نیر برجے امامت کا یہی ہے حالہ ایک بے کس پا ستم ہے یہ فلک نے ڈالا صبح سے عصر تلک گھر کو لٹایا اس نے مر گئے سب تک اپنا کٹایا مر گیا سب کو تک اپنا کٹایا اس نے شب حف تم سے ہوا باندھ اسی پر پانی اسی مظلوم کی قسمت میں یہ تھی حیرانی زبا جب ہوتا تھا رن میں جو علی کا جانی پیتی پھرتی تھی مقتل میں کوئی سیدانی کون سے دانی وہی فاطمہ کی جائی تھی بھائی کے پیار میں سے ننگے نکل آئی تھی بھائی کے پیار میں سے ننگے نکل آئی تھی ہاں پیغمبر کے مدینے کا مسافر ہے یہی اپنے نانا کی لحد کا بھی مجاور ہے یہی جس کو پانی نہ ملا تھا دم آخر ہے یہی جس پر صدقے ہوئے ایوب و سرور ہے یہی बेकसो बेवतनो तशना दहन कहते हैं, इसी मजलूम को मैं ताजे कफन कहते हैं, इसी मजलूम को मैं ताजे कफन कहते हैं। या हुसैन आपकी मजलूमी गुर्बत के निसार, सर को कटवा दिया किस शान से हिम्मत के निसार, ताए खंजर भी किया सजदा इबादत के निसार, नंगे सर देखा ना हमशीर को गुर्बत के निसार। हूँ फिदा पा मुश्कों से ढोने वाले, या हुसैन आपके सदक़े हुए रोने वाले, या हुसैन आप सदक़े हुए रोने वाले। किस कदर बेकसो मजलूम था ये शहे गरीब, ना कफन छोटे से सैयद को हुआ उसको नसीब, सर को कटवाए हुए सोते हैं वो सब उसके हबीब, प्यार से 3 शबों रोज से हालत है अजीब। या अली कह के संभाला है दिल मुस्तर को, खून भरे में कुर्ते में दफना लिया असगर को, खून भरे कुर्ते में दफना लिया असगर को, क्यों खून भरे कुर्ते में दफना लिया असगर को।
MashaAllah. On behalf of all the IHS students, I would like to appreciate Maulana Sayyid Hadi Yasin for taking his time out of his busy schedule to accept our invitation and address our student Majlis. Maulana Yasin is a certified professional coach specializing in child development, parenting, and relationships. We are so thankful to have him here today. Now I would like to as our respected Maulana to come up and take the minbar to address our Majalis with a loud salawat.
Salam alaikum wa rahmatullah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Recite the loudest salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Maulana, I thought they can recite louder, but it was okay as well. That was okay. But inshallah, I see a lot of energy here. Control your throat, inshallah, but louder salawat. MashaAllah. Ahsan. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Now the energy is coming out, alhamdulillah, right? You might see why Maulana is sitting here, because I might fall asleep if I sit here. So I want to see you from, inshallah, closer distance as well. How are you all doing? MashaAllah. Those who feel sleepy, raise your hand. No one, MashaAllah. Those who are ready for 2 hours lecture, recite a loud salawat. So that means you want 2 hours lecture? Those who want less than 1 hour lecture, recite salawat. That's louder. MashaAllah, ahsan, ahsan. Let me tell you something. First and foremost, I'm so honored to be here. This gathering, I see you guys, MashaAllah, your faces, your energy here. It's one of my most favorite Majlis that I would like to be at. I would say quietly, maybe more than the bigger Majlis for adults. Yeah, it's great to see you, MashaAllah, here, full of potential. May Allah, inshallah, bless you, and thank you for invitation, Maulana. So, it's been few weeks. I know this is the first year after pandemic you have it in person gathering, right, at school. And it's been the beginning of the school. I would like, my session is always with you guys, is going to be interactive. I want some volunteer or anyone who would like to say, what are your goals by coming to the Sunday school? Who would like to share with me? You can raise your hand. That's a big question, right? Anyone. Because if I don't have a goal to do something, what am I doing, right? Correct or not? And I know every single one of you guys, you have something in your mind. You heard about this. I'm a child psychologist, so I can relate with you guys. But I would like you, it's not about right or wrong. It's about just an idea, right? Go ahead. To gain knowledge. My sister there, go ahead. To understand different philosophies, mashallah, go ahead. Learn about religion, amazing. Go ahead. To learn Islam, mashallah, amazing. Learn about Ahlul Bayt, mashallah, from this side. Anyone? They're like me, Maulana, shy, like myself as well, not to. Learn about Karbala, beautiful, mashallah. What else? I would like more of the ladies to say. Go ahead. Ahsan, to learn about Islam. Go ahead. Ahsan, mashallah, learn about Bibi Zainab's own life, right? Great answers. Because while we are practicing, we have to have confidence as well to talk, right? Go ahead. Ahsan, to get closer to Allah. MashaAllah, amazing answers, right? I have a lot of more questions coming up, okay? Go ahead. Say it again. MashaAllah, recite the loud salawat. Amazing answers. Of course, we should all have, I'm going to get to you. We all have to go what? To have the intention and the plan, the goal when we're coming here, right? So, one of the main things, I want to give you three, since this is our Majlis, three different characteristics of Karbala from the army of Imam al-Husaini. What made them to be among the best, that they're shining like stars, right? Number one, major, characteristics of those who were with Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salatu wasalam, it was their strength in beliefs. They were very strong in what they believed in, okay? And nothing could destroy their belief system because the foundation of their knowledge, and we call it aqidah, right? It was very, very strong, okay? Because of that, they were so brave, the second one, to show what they want to do and what they want to achieve. I want to ask you a question. I just want you to raise your hand, okay? I want to see who is the first one who raised hands. 2 times 2. Some people don't know. I feel bad for them. Again, 2 times 2. Look around. How many hands are up? Look around. Okay. Put your hands down. Another question. 3,200 times 3. You don't know. No, you're just raising your hand. 3,200 times 4,300. Okay, remember the first one? All right. Remember the first one? As soon as I asked, you were so confident to raise your hand and to answer, right? Why? Because you knew the answer. You were so confident to come forward to say, I know it. Can I say it? The question that you're not sure about, when you don't have enough knowledge about it, you doubt about it. Then as a result, you don't have confidence to defend it. Make sense? Yes? So when it comes to our beliefs, when it comes to Aqidah, when it comes to Islam, which is the most important thing that someone would carry with itself. In any science, any knowledge is the same way. Those who know the answers, those who their belief systems are strong, they are confident, right? And they're brave enough to come and talk about it. I'm sure in the class, for example, when your teachers, even in the school, if they want to ask a question, if you know the answer, you raise your hand. If you don't know the answer, you hide somewhere so the teacher would not see you, right? That is because of that. So the first thing, as you mentioned, your goals when I ask you to learn about Islam, to learn about Ahlul Bayt, to learn about Quran, to strengthen your Aqidah, all these things, this is the great foundation that you're doing, by the way. coming to Sunday school, mashallah, right? Under the supervision of ulama, mashallah, may Allah bless them. You are strengthening that belief system. I can tell you, you think about like a seed that you put it in a best quality of the soil with the best light. What kind of things the seed needs to grow? Tell me, all together. One, water. What else? Sun. What else? Soil, right? Let's see. The seed is what? You guys. The soil is what? Who knows what's the soil? I just said that. The Sunday schools, right? Islamic schools. That you go there in the great foundation. What is the water? What is it? H2O. Yeah, that's correct, mashallah. What is the water, Ahsan? What is the water here that we need in this spiritual environment? What is it? Say it out loud. It's the knowledge that you are learning. It lets you grow, right? And the sun that is coming is what? Is the spirituality. Is ma'naviyat. Someone says, well, I want to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? That is what it comes. This majalis, your connection with Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wasalam, is that supplement that can help you to grow faster and better, right? So you're in that great foundation. And you, again, the first thing in Karbala was what? Do you know how many teenagers and children we had in Karbala? Right? Give me some of their names. It was older. What else? Among the children. MashaAllah, Bibi Sakina. What else? MashaAllah, the Bibi Fatima. Ahsan, Hazrat Qasim, Abdullah. Ahsan, Bibi Sakina. We have a lot, right? A lot of children telling us that the path of Imam Hussain belongs to everyone. We had men, we had women, we have children, we had adults, we had middle-aged, right? All together. Karbala became a great package, an example for us. Regardless of the age group, we can show ourselves like in the path of Islam and Iman. Correct? Yes? So, that belief system, I want to give you the proof. What do I mean by the beliefs? You all heard about the story of Hazrat Qasim, right? At night of Ashura, when he asked Imam Hussein, am I going to be among those who I can come and sacrifice myself and fight with the enemies? Imam Hussein, you know, he asked him for a test. He passed the test. He passed and proved his knowledge and his strength in Aqidah before he what? Go forward. Imam asked him that question, how do you see being sacrificed in the path of Allah? And the answer that he gave, right, sweeter than honey, showed what? Strength in the belief system of Hazrat Qasim as around 13, 14-year-old, right? All of them, they were strong in the belief system because they know where it's coming from. It comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm so confident if anyone else says something in the science or others, perfect, but it's not 100% confident, it might change, right? But when it comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's absolutely guaranteed. Because He's the creator. When He said something, let me ask you a question. How many of you guys, you have a tablet or laptop or something? Raise your hand. MashaAllah. How many of you guys, you intentionally drop your device into the water? Intentionally. If someone intentionally put it there, we'll all ask questions, oh, what's wrong, right? Why don't you put it in the water? Exactly, we damage the device, right? Why? Because the creator said that, correct? Who created it said in the manual, be careful, do not throw this into the fire, to the water or some situation because it's going. How many of you guys, you question that? Well, I'm not sure about that. I mean, the creator said that, let me try it, let me throw it. Would you do that? You would not do it because that doesn't make sense. The creator said that, period. We all follow, correct? How many of you guys, adults, you emailed Apple or Samsung to say, why do I need to charge my phone? I don't want to charge my phone. How many of you guys do that? None. Why? Because we follow the manual of what? The creator, correct? which they can make a mistake, by the way. That's why they have updates every single time, other time that, hey, updated this. Correct or not? You all understand me? Yes? I want to hear. Yes? They can make a mistake. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the absolute, the best creator. Correct? When he tells us something that, hey, this is what I want you to follow. This is good for you. I'm not going to email him, oh, can you please tell me why I have to charge my phone? He said coming to this majalis, being attached to Quran is what you need, because he knows all the wires and the screws inside me. Emotionally, psychologically, all aspects, correct? Let me give you an example. It might be a little bit above the age. We all know alcohol in Islam is what? Haram, right? 1,400 years ago, Rasulullah said this is haram, you should not get close to it. Many people, if it's in the science, a little bit, but it's okay. A few years ago, Oxford sent, a study published outside and said not even a single amount of alcohol is not good for you. You have to keep yourself away from it. After 1,400 years, they realized it. We knew that. When? A long time ago. Because we believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knows what is good, what is not good for us, right? And many things else. So that comes with what? Believing in the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When He says, this is what you need. This is what you should have. One of the things in Karbala you see among the companions of Imam Hussein is that what? Strengthening beliefs and submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. None of them said, Imam Hussein, let me sit down here. You sit down here, explain to me why. And they were submitted to Ahlul Bayt. They were submitted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because they knew this is the right path that they have to do. And of course, you're coming here for what? For learning, asking questions. Why is it this way? Why is it that way? But inshallah, this would lead to what? Strengthening our belief system. That was the second one. The bravery was the other one. So now when I know the truth, when I know the answer, it makes me confident. One of the things I love about our children, inshallah, to do, to be confident. When I came here at the beginning, I asked a question. I didn't see too many hands. Well, the more I talk, when I ask a question, I saw a lot of hands up, right? That's what we need. We need to be able to explain. Imagine if you have something that is, like if you have a knowledge. If you are, inshallah, you're going to become the best doctor in the world, right? With Iman. If you want to become the best IT person, the best teacher, the best whatever you want to be, right? If you don't use it, what will happen? Imagine you have something like a treasure, but you never open it up. It's always somewhere you have to be worried about it, right? You have that. You have to be able to be confident, inshallah, to show it to come up and talk about it. And let me tell you about what? To know the significance of this program. When you come, not this program, the Sunday school you come. Hadith is saying, I want to say this hadith and I will ask you at the end if you remember the hadith. Hadith is saying that when you leave your house for the sake of learning something about Islam, the moment that you leave your house, the angel will follow you and they will pray for you until the moment that you come back home. You all hear it? When you go out of the house for learning Islam, for learning about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the whole time you're being accompanied by angels. And they pray for you. How amazing. You are angels when you come out about all the time, alhamdulillah, and specifically when you come about learning these things, right? That shows your importance. That shows the greatness of the program. And believe me, before you notice, you're going to grow up and you're going to be the teachers of Sunday school, inshallah. Among the teachers, do we have the who were students before? Yes, yes. Before they were coming here as well. Soon, before you notice, you're going to, inshallah, grow up. You're going to be the teacher. Maulana, he's going to come here with his asa. He cannot walk. He's going to be so old here sitting. And you're going to say, oh, he was the, in charge of our Sunday school, mashallah. You're going to see your teachers here all old, inshallah, here. He says, oh, they were my teachers. You're going to take the responsibility, inshallah. So that's the time. If that seed is going to grow up, We got to be careful. The gardener should be careful. The parents should be careful. The seed itself should be careful. I want to come out with the best quality. Correct? You know what? Because there are a lot of distractions. Yes, we put the seed. Yes, the quality of the soil is the best. Yes, the water is amazing. The soil is the best. Sun is there. But you're in Chicago, you know there are a lot of snow, right? The weather, distractions, situation. Did you get my point? If you're not careful with the distractions, no matter if you have the best soil, the best seed, the best, sunlight, if you're not careful, you might be affected by what is coming from outside. That's why you have to strengthen yourself, and you be careful about it, right? All these things together will help and support. The other thing in Karbala, let me ask you, what was the hadith? Who knows the hadith? Who remember the hadith that I said? Go ahead. Ahsan, until you come back. You said the loud salawat for her. I think they're getting tired, Maulana, because their salawat is not that loud. I think. Those who are tired, recite the loud salawat. MashaAllah. Ahsan, ahsan. I think your parents are getting more tired than you. Yes, MashaAllah. They should be, 100,000 majalis at home, they should be tired, of course, right? So, what did I say? Who remember what I was just saying? I just want to make sure that you know that, you're following it. Careful, yes, you have to be careful. Talking about what? Hadith, ahsan, I was talking about the hadith, you're right? So yes, to be able to strengthen this. Another thing in Karbala, you see, they're so appreciative. They're so appreciative towards what? Towards what Allah provided for them. They come, they sacrifice themselves, and they are so appreciative. Let me ask you a question. Only those who can hear me. Okay? I don't know, maybe Maulana is going to put the gift of $300 for those who answers, I don't know, maybe, right? Or maybe the principal, I don't know. So, what are the things in your life that you should be appreciative towards? What are the things right now? No, before you raise your hand, close your eyes, think about it. What are the things? I want you to give me the top answer. Okay? I know a lot of things, but I want to see what is the most important thing that you want to be thankful to Allah for that. And then raise your hand. Go ahead. Parents, mashallah. Is that the loud salawat? I'm going to go one by one. This is a very, very important thing, to be appreciative towards parents. How can I be appreciative towards my parents? By just telling them thank you? Or what? Ahsan, by being kind and nice and follow them, respect them in action. Never, ever raise my voice to my parents. Yeah, I know my voice is getting thicker, I'm getting older, but Quran says what? وَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا Oof, you know what that means? It means it is the thing. That mom says, dad says do something, it's like, you shouldn't even say that, right? So that's being appreciated by doing what? In action, right? Then, let me tell you what. The shortcut, we're getting close to Azan, inshallah, quickly I finish. The shortcut to success is being thankful towards parents in action, right? That hadith, Rasulullah says, looking at the face of your parents, look is ibadah, has tawab. What is the second thing you should be thankful for? Ahsan, the knowledge of Islam, the guidance and hidayat, right? Alhamdulillah, this is the best ever ni'mah that we should have. What else? Food, mashallah. We have, alhamdulillah, that we, my father taught me, whenever you eat, have two shukr. Alhamdulillah that I had to eat. Alhamdulillah that I could eat. Right? Two things. Guidance from imams, exactly that we are following our imams, mashallah, right? Majalis, go ahead. Ahsan, the air that breathe. Breathe right now. If we don't breathe, oh my God, we can't even do anything, right? Go ahead. Ahsan, Ahlul Bayt, mashallah, right? Go ahead. The water that we drink, right? Water that we drink. What else? Shelter, house, everything, friends, right? One more. Ahsan, the fact that our parents, they can go out to work, bring money. There are many other things, right? That we are so thankful for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know another thing you didn't say? Your teachers. They come here every single Sunday, spend time, Maulana and the teachers. They can be with their families, but they're coming here, dedicating their time. Hadith says, if you're not thankful to others, you're not thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Another thing in Karbala, they were so thankful to Imam al-Hussein by giving them that opportunity to be able to sacrifice themselves for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Therefore, let me put all this together. What we're going to learn from this, inshallah, is strengthening our belief system. When you come here, of course, based on the age group, have fun. Another thing we should be thankful is good friends, right? Have your fun. Try your best to learn. Of course, different ages, different, ways of learning. But remember that you are the soldiers, inshallah, of Imam Mahdi. You are those who you're not just simple people coming here and going home. Inshallah, the flag of Islam is going to be in your hands, right? And you are going to flag bearers of Islam. This is a huge responsibility. If I want to be the flag bearers, I have to become strong, like Hazdab al-Fadl Abbas, right? Our heroes. Not only physically, emotionally, psychologically, but also by beliefs and aqidah. Correct? Yes? We need to have all this together. Then we need to be thankful, we need to be loyal, and we need to be brave, inshallah, in order to be able to complete this mission that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put on our shoulders, inshallah. I am sure that with your dedication, with the help of, inshallah, your parents and the great scholars, mashallah, and your teachers that are dedicating their time, and inshallah yourself, it is your decision. Some of you guys, inshallah, all of you guys, you're going to be among the best, inshallah. So make sure, inshallah, you have that intention in your mind. I usually end my, Sunday school programs with this. I want you to close your eyes. All of us, even adults. And I want you to bring a dua in your mind. All of us, close your eyes. Bring your dua. I'm going to be silent for 15 seconds. And I want you to pray, connect to Allah, and ask for Allah for whatever you want. But on top, ask for the Zuhur Imam, inshallah. Ahsan, it's such a loud salawat. Allahumma salawat. This is the ibadah, this is the meditation, inshallah, we should always have. Few dua, inshallah, we finish, and I don't know what's the program after that, but inshallah, we go to salat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammadin wa ajjal fajr. Let me see your hands. The hadith is saying when you pray, raise your hand, right? This is the tradition. Ya Allah, for the sake of Rasulullah, for the sake of Ahlul Bayt, hasten the dhuhr of our Imam Mahdi. Want the loud Ameen. Ya Allah, hasten the dhuhr of our Imam Mahdi. Ya Allah, let all of us, specifically our children, to be among the best of the soldiers of our Imam. Ya Allah, do not let any of us to be against the path of our Imams. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman Rahim, all around the world, those who are under difficulties, there are many children who are hungry or in the different, disaster situations. Ya Allah, for the sake of Islam and Ahlul Bayt, provide the best for all of them. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, all of us, those who have the hajat and request, give them all their khair hajat. Ya Allah, all my children, my friends here, make them among the best of the mu'mineen in Islam. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, those who are sick, cure them, and those who passed away, send the thabab and rewards from our gathering to their souls. Rahimallah man yaqra'ul fatihata ma salawat.
Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein, 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 Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Hussein, Ya Hussein, 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 Hussein. Who's Sayyad? Okay. Please welcome Sayyid Hur Ali Rizvi with a loud salawat. Sayyid Hur Ali Rizvi. Sayyid Hur Ali Rizvi from the 3rd grade. Please come recite your Naha. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Okay. Sayyid Qasim Haider from the 3rd grade. Are you hurt? Okay, he's hurt. Can you stand on the stage? Can you stand on the stage?
Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Karbala. Let's go, brother, to the land of Abba Abdullah. Hussein, go and pack your bags. Let's reach the land of Karbala. Hussein, we cannot be late. We must go and catch our flight. Soon we'll be under the dome of Karbala's great night. Oh, this is Arba'in. Let's go to the Arba'in. This is Arba'in. Let's go to the Arba'in of our Imam Hussein. Let's perform the Arba'in. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Karbala. Come and let us visit our first beloved Imam Hussein. We're asking for our safety through the path of Islam. The start of our journey, we walk past Wadi Salam. This is the biggest graveyard in the whole of mankind. Walk, walk, brother, walk. Don't get tired, you can walk. Walk, walk, brother, walk. Don't get tired, you can walk. The angels do record, and God will give us reward. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Karbala. Look at all of these servants of Imam Hussein. Hussein giving water to the workers of he who was slain. Hussein, in the whole world, this is the most generous event. People let us stay with them so that we can lament. Thank you, oh Allah, for this blessing, oh Allah. Thank you, oh Allah, for this blessing, oh Allah. For my heart to be near, so close to what me. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. Walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Karbala. Did you know every step we take gives us big blessings? Hussein, 1,000 teeth we get in 1,000 remove sins. Hussein, we have now reached a blessed land of Water leader. We ended in land of heaven of our teacher. Labbaik ya Hussein, I am here for you, Hussein. Labbaik ya Hussein, I am here for you, Hussein. Every year, inshallah, I'll come walking to Hussein, walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala, walking to Karbala, from Najaf to Karbala. I'll give my life and soul just to get to Hussein.
Please come up and recite his Noha. Sayyid Qasim Haider from the 3rd grade, please come up and recite your Noha.
جب ردا سر سے چنی میں صدا دیتی رہی سنایا غازی جب ردا سر سے چنی میں صدا دیتی رہی سنایا غازی عالم نے کہا اور زندہ نے کہا یہ بین قیدی ہوئی تو نایا غازی ہم کو پانی نہ ملے تیری خوشبو توڑیں تیرے بازو نہ کٹے چاہے مشکی چرے یہ مگر ہو نہ سکا تیرے بازو ہے جدا مجھ پہ ٹسے نہ لبی سنایا غازی قید کانے میں قضا جب سکینہ کو ملی لے کے کرتے کا کفن بچی دفنائی گئی اس گرینا میں تیرا صورت ناز علی بس میں دورہ آتی رہی تو نایا غازی کتنی بے باستی بین اے شہنشاہ وفا نام لے لے کہ میرا جب یہ ظالم نے کہا ناز تاج سے پہ تجھے اب بلاؤ نہ اسے اور میں روتی رہی سنایا غازی جب ردا سر سے چنی میں صدا دیتی رہی سنایا غازی.
Sayyid Muhammad Hussain from 5th grade, can you please come? Yo, Hussain, Hussain.
یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو
ہو آئے رونے پہ نہ پہرا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو تھی جس کو نیند آتی شبیر کے سینے پر تھی جس کو نیند آتی شبیر کے سینے پر زندہ در زندہ ہے زندہ در زندہ اس کے لیے قضا ہو یا رب کوئی معصوم زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو یا رب کوئی معصوم زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو زندانوں سے آتی تھی آواز سکینے کی زندانوں سے آتی تھی آواز سکینے کی جیسے کہ سکینہ کو ہے جیسے کہ سکینہ کو ہر زندان رو رہا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو ٹکرائی نہ وہ کیوں کر زندہ کی دیواروں سے ٹکرائی نہ وہ کیوں کر زندہ کی دیواروں سے بھائی سے اور پھوپھی سے ہے بھائی سے اور پھوپھی سے جس کو جدا کیا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو زندانے میں نچفی یاد آئی سکینہ کی زندانے میں نچفی یاد آئی سکینہ کی دل رو رو کے رہا ہے دل رو رو کے رہا ہے اب نہ اجالا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو پابند نہ ہوئے پابند نہ ہوئے رونے پہ نہ پہرا ہو یا رب کوئی معصومہ زندہ میں نہ تنہا ہو
من ولدك وبنيك السلام عليك وعلى أخيك أبي الفضل العباس وعلى أختك الحوراء زينب وعلى المستشهدين بين يديك جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا مولاي يا غريب الغرباء ويا معين الضعفاء والفقراء السلطان يا أبا الحسن يا علي بن موسى الرضا عليك التحية والثناء ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام عليك يا مولاي يا صاحب الزمان ويا شريك القرآن ويا خليفة الرحمن ويا إمام الإنس والجان عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله مخرجك وظهورك وجعلنا من أنصارك وأعوانك وشيعتك محبيك والمستشهدين بين يديك ورحمة الله وبركاته اللهم صل على محمد وآله please prepare for the namaz, inshallah. If you have wudu, stand here, and if you go take wudu, and inshallah be ready for the namaz. Do you want to say Adhan, my dear?